no big speeches when I give out awards.
Okay.
It's gonna be, hey, this is the winner. You want to hear about it? Go back to the episode, you chump.
Yeah, we did a whole hour on it. Enjoy.
Well, and since I called everyone chumps, welcome everyone to an actually very special episode of I Love This, You Should Too. My name is Indy, 350 episodes. Where has my life gone, Randhawa? And with me is Samantha, the chump Randhawa.
I'm not a chump.
Oh, well, your name suggests otherwise.
No, I am
You
not a
chump.
chump. You're a chump.
How dare you?
You're starting this off with a fight.
What are we doing today, Sam?
Today is a very special episode because it is episode 350 of the podcast. Can you believe it?
I actually can't because I thought it was 250.
You did say that the other day.
Yeah.
No, it is episode 350. We have spent a lot more time at this kitchen table than I thought we ever would.
Yeah, because we don't use it for dinner.
We don't use it for dinner. We use it for...
So I guess we use it like the amount most people
yes.
do.
Yeah. So you know what? We're getting its money's worth.
Yeah, it's a good table.
It is a good table. And I'm excited to give out some awards to some movies we watched.
Yes, so for the last 50-ish episodes, 50, we've watched, I don't know how many movies. I could count right now, but I'm not gonna. 26, I think, individual movies, because we have the in-between mini episodes. So we are going to give out our traditional awards and do a bunch of statistics, because everybody loves stats.
Everybody's like, I'm going to listen to a podcast just for the numbers.
Maybe it's just me, because I keep the spreadsheet, so I'm going to use this for something.
Yeah. Well, shall we get down to business?
It's business time. So first, we're going to talk budgets.
Okay.
Whose movies have a higher budget?
Mine.
By how much do you think?
$10 million.
More.
Oh.
So my average movie had just a budget of $6 million. I had a very low budget season.
Huh. Like, Wicked had to have really thrown the curve on mine, so...
I think you have the 7 highest budget movies. So my average was 6 million. Your average was 77 million. 77 though, still kind of low.
Yeah. Oh, because I had like all the Matrixes. I had Wicked. I had some like big Hollywood movies happening in my queue this year.
Yes, those are the big ones. Your lowest was Dirty Dancing at just 6 million.
Wow. What a budget film.
And then similarly in the box office, yours are much higher than mine. Mine averaged $41 million off that $6 million average budget, though. Pretty good.
Yeah, wow.
At your box office, averaged $307 million.
Wow.
Bunch of blockbusters in there.
I only see exciting movies like that.
So the highest box office movies were Wicked and The Matrix Reloaded, followed by Matrix Revolutions, You've Got Mail, Sleepless in Seattle. All of those are yours. And then the lowest ones. I also have some old-timey ones.
That
but
didn't bring in the moviegoers.
Yeah. And then like Raise the Red Lantern. It got banned.
Oh, yeah. So you can't even play that in a theater to, like, make money.
But it could be played here.
Oh, yeah.
So it should have done it. You know what? It had a $1 million budget and made $19 million. That's great. That's very successful.
That is very successful. That ratio is pretty good.
And the average year of movie, we know who's going to be newer.
Me.
Do you want to guess your average year?
2010.
That's very close. 2005 is your average. My average was 1982 for a difference of 23 years.
Wow. That's pretty normal for us, though. We're usually pretty far apart on year.
The newest movie, though, was mine, K-Pop Demon Hunters from 2025. But the oldest movie was also mine, and most of the oldest ones were. And I think Caligari from 1920 really skews that down.
I think so, yeah.
But I guess K-Pop Demon Hunter skews it up because it can't get any newer than that.
True.
And runtime. Whose do you think are longer?
mine.
Yeah, even though I'm always about like the artsy stuff, my artsy stuff is to the point. Your average movie was 2 hours.
Wow, that's long.
Average. 120-minute average. My average, a swift 102 minutes, which I think is kind of the sweet spot for movies.
So swift.
100 minutes. That's a great length
Yeah.
for movies. You did have a couple of really short ones that were under 90 minutes because you had those Hallmark movies.
Sister swap movies?
But you also had Wicked, which was, I think, 3 calendar days?
Yes, I think
3 business days.
that canceled out the sister swap
It
movies
really did.
and kind of equalized the playing field for the rest of my movies.
All right, let's get into the fun things.
Okay.
And let's do our awards. First, we always have the Waddles Award for the best animal friend in a
Yes.
movie we've seen in the last year.
So my runner-up was all the animals in Night of the Hunter. Because there were some pretty cute animals in that montage.
It was a good ensemble.
I don't think they count as best animal friend, though, because we didn't get to know any of them.
They weren't friends.
Nope, they were just animals that we viewed. But I had to give the Waddles Award to Derpy from K-pop Demon Hunters.
You know what? It's a sweep. Me
Because
too.
he looks like he'd be, 1, great to snuggle,
Yep.
2, super fun to hang out with, and 3, he looks like you could ride him around.
That's
Wow.
exactly.
Okay.
I was going to say you could both cuddle and ride him, I
Yes.
bet. That was my pitch. So yeah, clearly the winner.
Yes. He looks like he could be like a couch for you.
Yes.
If you're like somewhere where you don't have a couch to sit on, you just
Snuggle up with your tiger.
get into that derpy couch.
And look, I'm not even going to give a speech on the significance of that character in paintings in old Korean art.
Okay.
Not talking
Because
about
we
it.
talked about that
Listen to the episode.
in the episode.
And I did make a derpy jack-o'-lantern on Halloween this year
You
too.
did, yeah. So our second award is the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants Best Human Friend Award. Indy, who you got?
So I got some nominees.
Okay.
First, the old guy from Cinema Paradiso.
Uh-huh.
Looking out for a
Yeah.
young kid, let him watch movies. I got Zoe from K-pop Demon Hunters. Mm-hmm. She's the one I'd most want to be friends with, but it's kind of debatable. I think that tells more about you of which one would be your friend.
Yeah.
But runner-up is Baby from Dirty Dancing because she's looking out for people, and when she doesn't understand something, she learns.
Oh, yeah.
But my winner is Ozzie Davis, the limo driver from Joe versus the Volcano. Because what a pal he was.
Yeah.
He was showing that guy the world. And then it's like, yeah, come have dinner with my family. And it's Ozzie Davis, so.
So my runner-up was Elphaba from Wicked, because I think that would be like a fun, magical friend to have.
Oh, it seems tedious.
It seems a little tedious, but I feel like you could have fun with it.
Yeah, maybe. She doesn't seem very fun.
And she
though.
could fly.
The flying, sure. I appreciate that, but I don't know about fun. I wouldn't want to go to dinner with her. She does not seem like someone who will hold up her end of a conversation.
Who knows?
You watched many things of
I
her.
did. And then my winner was Jamie Sullivan from A Walk to Remember, because she seems the most sincere.
She seems insufferable too. She would always just be making you feel so bad about your choices. You're not going to have a drink around her. Or you are. She's going to judge you about it.
I'd be like, hey, Jamie, quit it.
She would not quit it. There's one thing you know about Jamie. She does not quit.
No, you're right. But
She
I
will have to change you.
still
That's her thing.
think she'd be okay to hang out with.
All right, you have dinner with her. I'm going to be hanging out with Ozzie Davis, and he's going to
Okay.
drive me around in his limo, and then
His
take
wife's
me.
gonna cook you dinner.
Yeah, that sounds great.
That's pretty sweet.
All right, let's move on to the Kate Hudson Memorial Award for the person you hated, the character you hated, who is not a villain that was meant to be hated.
Okay, I only have one because it really jumped out at me. I really hated Trinity in The Matrix.
Okay.
She gave absolutely nothing. I had no idea why Neo was in love with her. And she wasn't really that helpful. And I think she could have been quippier.
She did bring him back to life with True Love's Kiss.
Yeah, and that's
pretty
dumb.
helpful.
No.
Well, yeah, it was dumb.
In a
yes.
movie like The Matrix, I don't think True Love's Kiss should be involved because
That's kind of what the
they'd
whole
known
thing was
each
about.
other for like 20 minutes.
Well, to be fair, she had been stalking him for quite some time at that point.
And that's also why I hate her. Who you got?
So we've decided, because of his subsequent appearances after the first one, the Merovingian is a villain, right? So
Oh,
he can't
God.
win.
Yeah, no, he's
Because, man, I hated that character
Oh my God,
so
yes.
much. Runners up, Mr. Collins, the guy played by Frank Oz. He's the American embassy official who visits David in American Werewolf in London. And he's all angry that David is upset that his friend's dead. And he's like,
Oh, yeah.
listen to me. And of course, from recent, Icy Spoon in Night of the Hunter.
Oh my God, yes.
She was a terrible person.
She was.
But I gotta give it to whatever Bowen Yang's character was named in Wicked, because he gives this elementary school production performance where it's like, hey mom, look at me, look how big I'm acting. And oh wow, I hated every second of him on screen. He was a very annoying person. He was just gasping and gasping.
Oh, so much gasping and so many big-eyed reactions. His character's name was Shen Shen.
Shan. Yeah, very annoying. Too much gasping.
Too much gasping. Let's keep the gasping to a minimum next season.
We'll see. I bet you got some gaspers in there.
Probably.
Oh, and then one of my favorite awards, I think one you don't like as much, but it's the Magneto Award for the villain that was right the whole time.
Okay. I struggle with a sword every year, and I could not come up with somebody, mostly because I think I'm too tired to come up with somebody. So who you got, Indy?
Well, first, Genu in K-pop Demon Hunters, but he turns out not to be the villain. But then, are all the other demons sympathetic too? Do they all have sad stories? So maybe all of those demons are right. They were just victims of circumstance. But we give Genu the benefit of the doubt because he's handsome.
Right.
Jack in American Werewolf in London, who's telling his friend, like, you should kill yourself because you're going to kill a bunch more people. Yeah. He did kill a bunch more people, so... Oh. The dad in Dirty Dancing is a tricky one because I think he's viewed as a villain by many people, but if you actually sit and watch the movie, he's a hero.
See, this is why I struggled with it, because I didn't think of him as a villain.
I think
like a
he's
dad.
regarded in that way from people who saw the movie years ago,
Oh, okay.
because they're like, we're young and fun, and he was trying to control you, but he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
So
He's
that one can't
looking
win
out for his daughter
because he's not.
helping his daughter's friends in a really dicey situation.
Yeah.
And he just wants his daughter to be happy, and he might be a little heavy-handed with his parenting, but you know what? I think he's okay. I don't think he's a villain.
No, I think he's a hero. So he can't win because he's not actually a villain. That's more just, hey, why do you think this guy's a villain?
Yeah.
So the winners are collectively the robots in the Matrix trilogy.
I love that.
They get screwed over, and then they were just trying to live, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you watch the Animatrix.
True.
Humanity, messed with them, and then they were just trying to live.
Yeah.
And plus, they often were helping too.
Yeah.
Really, I think it's because the Matrix doesn't make much sense the more you go into it. But
Yes.
robots, they were doing just fine.
They had their own city, and
then the people had to go, first they had to deny them basic rights. Then they put economic sanctions on them. Then they're like, oh, let's just bomb them. Robots were just trying to live their life. Mm-hmm. Now look what happened. Then it will happen. Whatever. Let's move on.
What's happening?
To a regular best villain.
Okay.
Award. Do you have someone for this?
I do. So my runner-up is Cancer in A Walk to Remember.
I didn't think of Cancer as the villain. Yeah, I guess.
Because
I get that kind of beats all the villains I have.
it's ripping these two
Sure.
young lovers apart.
It did bring them together, though. They wouldn't have got married if had it not been for the Cancer.
Yeah, but then they weren't together.
True.
Yeah. So Cancer is my runner-up. And I think if you can do anything with some catchy songs, and some good choreography, I think that makes you a best anything. So I'm going to give it to the Sacha Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were the villains of the movie, at least most of the time. And they had some catchy songs and some flashy dance moves and magic. So, you know what? Sacha Boys, best villain of the year.
Yeah.
What you got?
I have so many. Because I had the nice wife from Raise the Red Lantern, who's actually so mean.
Yes. Gaslight wife.
Hartman from Full Metal Jacket, because he made a guy like go crazy and kill himself.
Yeah.
Dr. Caligari, because, you know.
No, that
Dr. Caligari.
facial work, yeah.
Laura Lizzie in The Craft, played by, oh, what's her name? She's in Arrested Development and stuff. But anyways, she was so hateable in that, but in a very good way. I thought the winner was going to be Debo from Friday, because he is an iconic villain to me. It's like Darth Vader and Debo were kind of my top two. But after last week's movie, I gotta give it to the preacher played by Robert Mitchum in Night of the Hunter.
I thought about him too, but cancer beat him out.
Yeah. As it does with so many.
It's true. It's true. Okay, we go on to our next award, Best Dressed. Indy, who you got?
Ah, yes, the Eliza Doolittle Award. So runners-up, Farouja Balk in The Craft. You know how I love a 90s goth girl, because that's when I was in high school, and it worked for me.
Yeah.
Gong Li in Raise the Red Lantern. She has so many good outfits in that. But my winners have to go collectively to Huntrix from K-pop Demon
Those
Hunters.
are good outfits.
Whether it's the all blacks, whether it's the military epaulette kind of styled one. Different outfits all the time, but always great.
So my runner-up was also Song Lin from Raise the Red Lantern, because good outfits. The fur lined everything, and like the backdrops and everything that kind of matched her outfits were like perfect. And my best dressed goes to Glinda from Wicked, because she had some really good outfits, and I think that the costume work on that movie was just amazing. So Glinda, you get my vote.
Oh, I wonder if she will also win in the next award for the Conversation Award for Best Audio. So we're including soundtrack, mixing, score, everything. So I had Raise the Red Lantern with their mix of diegetic and non-diegetic stuff. That was really interesting. The soundtrack from Friday. That's an all-time classic soundtrack.
That's a good one.
But I gotta give it to K-pop Demon Hunters.
It's true.
Every song just crushes. It's so rare to have a musical where every song is good.
Just incredible.
And that's one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So I had two runners up. One was K-pop Demon Hunters, because those songs were in my head for weeks, and in a good way.
And in the world's head for a good year.
Oh yes, no, it's still everywhere. I still hear Golden everywhere.
Good, I'm glad.
And I'm always happy about it. I had to move away from the musicals, and the original Matrix, I thought the sound mixing was quite good. Except for all of the ragey robot music.
So except for the music.
I was thinking about like the sound of the movie.
Sure.
Like all the guns and the sound mix was really good. But I have to give it to Wicked, because there's just something about Wicked that is nostalgic, and I love the way that they did all the songs, and I'm just, all about Wicked. So
It's true, she is.
I'm wearing Wicked sweatpants right now.
If there's one thing Wicked fans are, it's easily offended, so I'm not going to finish that.
Okay, so we go on to our next award for visuals in a movie.
Oh, yes, the Blade Runner Award. So, K-pop Demon Hunters, it's right up there. That's a fantastic looking movie. Raise the Red Lantern is also gorgeous. Night of the Hunter was so good too. But if we did it for all movies of all time, this might be my winner. It's Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Yeah.
The most inventive, influential movie maybe ever. So, of course, it's going to win my favorite visuals of the year.
Yes, absolutely. So I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over again. But K-pop Demon Hunters was my runner-up because they did such an incredible job with the look of the movie, as well as the change in the art style to be more like kind of anime style that you don't really get in a lot of animated movies here. And also just the costumes that they made for these characters were just incredible. So K-pop Demon Hunters is my runner-up. I'm gonna give it to Wicked again because the sets and the millions of tulips and just the work that went into this production was worthy of this award.
So I'm not going to argue with you loving costumes and sound or performances from this. I clearly disagree. But the visuals, it was the most visuals. Mm-hmm. Oh, is your award for most visuals or best? Because I went best.
Best.
Oh, because Wicked is clearly the most.
Yes.
It is the most everything, and it is assaulting to my visual senses.
Okay.
I did not find it interesting as much as I did confusing and assaulting. It was constant. There is no depth to anything. Everything looks like a big, like there's a ring light on everyone because there's no shadow anywhere in it. It is a very disorienting movie to look at for me. I never liked the visual on that one. But you know what? We talked all about it on a different one. Oh, we have the Lung Chung Best Couple Award.
Oh, okay.
From Tony Leung and Maggie Chung, who did all those movies together and won all those awards.
I was thinking of that as all one word, and I was like, I don't remember a movie where that was in it.
Chung Leung sounds better. Oh, now I'm just mashing words together.
They're just getting closer and closer together, yeah.
So I had Rumi and Jinu from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, yeah.
Forbidden Love. Mr. Baxter and Miss Kubelik in The Apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Fox and whatever Meg Ryan's name was in You've Got Mail.
Kathleen.
Oh, I didn't remember that. But I gotta give it to Craig, played by Ice Cube, and Nia Long in Friday. That's a couple that I was like, yes, I actually believe this. That he was interested in this girl the whole time. It's a very classic setup if you think about it, that there's a girl that he likes, he impresses her by beating up some big bully and wins the girl. It's really like a 1950s rom-com in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah.
Friday. So they win. What do you have?
I have Baby and Swayze from Dirty Dancing. I cannot remember what his name is in that.
Me neither.
And Baby and Swayze kind of rhyme. So
yeah, that's a good.
It sounds good together. I thought that they're a classic forbidden romance, and I think that is a good trope. I had Joe and Kathleen from You've Got Mail. You can't get over those two together. They're great.
They are, usually.
And that's why they made so many movies together. But I have Landon and Jamie from A Walk to Remember.
Oh.
Damn you, Cancer.
Damn you, Cancer. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, but contrary to that, we have the Rhett and Scarlett Award for Worst Couple. Who are your worst couples?
My worst couples are Judo and the old guy.
Oh, yeah.
From Judo.
Sure. But then he's crippled and she moves on.
Yes, but he was very, very mean to her.
Absolutely.
What a terrible relationship. And my award goes to Trinity and Neo in all of the Matrix movies, because why were they together? What point did they like each other?
I thought if I put that in my list, because originally I did have it in there, that you'd be upset with it, but you hate him as much as I do.
I do. I just don't understand how they're in love.
No, well, they just say it a lot, so then they are.
Nobody has facial expressions.
No, they don't do expressions in those movies.
And that's like a huge part of like flirting and acting. I mean, relationship aside, acting. But I mean, like, when you're like into somebody and you like are like having little glances and stuff.
No, you just watch them sleep for several months and then you tell them that this relationship will happen and it's the most important thing. And then they're like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay, great. Let's have sex in a cave, I guess.
Yeah.
Who you got?
So I have Sam and Annie from Sleepless in Seattle because there's more stalking and they also don't know each other at all.
They're like, okay, and now we're together.
I have Sarah and Skeet Ulrich's character in The Craft.
Oh, yeah.
The Munchkin and the Witch's sister in Wicked.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird and I don't even get it. And it seems like he was not interested in her, but then when he can't have the one he likes, he's like, all right, I'll take this one.
Yeah.
That's a whole weird thing.
Yeah, it was.
But I gotta give it to that violent best friend that wears a cowboy hat in A Walk to Remember and Belinda.
Oh,
Remember
I
Belinda
forgot
and the
about
cowboy?
Belinda and the cowboy.
Both terrible, terrible people. And then he seems like he's abusive to her because when he says something, she like flinches.
Yes. She seems afraid that
She
entire
seems
movie.
afraid.
And then when she's not with him, she's a bitch. So
They're both terrible people.
both terrible people. And like,
And it seems like their relationship's terrible.
yeah, they
So-
should probably just not.
They should not.
Just don't. How about not?
Belinda, just don't.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, now we're getting into it.
These are the big awards of the evening or morning or midday, whatever time you're listening to this.
Of the subway ride.
Yes. Our first award is for Best Performance.
The Audrey Hepburn Memorial Award.
Yes.
So I have Vincent D'Onofrio in Full Metal Jacket,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Shirley MacLaine in The Apartment, Meg Ryan in her 3 roles in Joe versus the Volcano.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But I have to give it to Gong Li in Raise the Red Lantern. She has like a full gamut of emotion because her character goes through so much, and you can tell she was just fantastic in that. She was fantastic in Judo, but I think this one she really shines.
Okay. I also had her from Red Lantern as one of my runner-ups. Same reasons. I think she gives a really strong performance. And because there's like not a huge amount of dialogue in that movie, she did a lot of the heavy work through emoting Keanu Reeves and Trinity. And I think that really added to the performance because you got the like quietness and the stillness of the movie. But I had to give it to Dr. Caligari because he
Werner Krause?
had those facial expressions down.
He sure did.
He was doing the most in every single frame, and I really appreciated that because his face must have been tired at the end of the day.
Yeah, he was working.
He was doing
working that face.
so many facial expressions, and they were all huge.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
You actually like that movie. That's the craziest thing.
7 years later, and you're still surprised.
I am.
I'm very happy about that. Okay, we go into our second big award for worst performance.
Oh, the Jimmy Fallon Award. Who do
Yes.
you have for this one?
I have the Sisters in Sister Swap
Okay.
because, wow.
I think only one of them deserves
Okay,
that.
the big wide-eyed movie theater one.
You'll have to be more specific.
One of the sisters from Sister Swap.
I think that's the one I like.
Okay.
But go on.
But I had to give it to Trinity because whew, how are you a leading lady in like one of the biggest Hollywood franchises and you give absolutely 0 in your performance?
It kind of feels like they were directed to do that because it was across the
Yeah.
board. Because my runner-up, the entire cast of The Matrix.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll give you like Lawrence Fishburne is doing something. He has some, but I think it's just that he has a natural gravitas
I
to his
think
voice.
he's
so
got
even if
more.
he's flat, it still feels
Yeah.
like something while
Because
everyone
he's
else is.
delivering lines with emphasis while still doing that like weird robot monotone voice.
Yeah.
Which is something that Keanu Reeves and
Carrie-Anne
Moss just aren't doing.
But then everyone else in the movie too, like Hugo Weaving starts off good and then just goes insane.
Off the rails.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about Matrix movies anymore. Honorable mention also to Bowen Yang in Wicked because he's taking the air out of the room. He's sucking it all up and gasping and gasping. But my winner is a character whose name I don't know, but I think you might. from the movie Center Stage. It's the bad boy choreographer who rides a motorcycle and is like, I'm so tough, but also I look like I should have been in Revenge of the Nerds. What a terrible performance. And then I thought, oh, clearly this guy is like a great dancer. And then they kind of got him to act a bit. But no, he was apparently an actor who they got to dance.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Cooper Nielsen.
Cooper Nielsen, also a terrible name.
Yes, but he's supposed to be like a professional dancer in that. Why wouldn't you hire a professional dancer?
I assumed he was because he was such a bad actor.
There's
the performance was weird.
So many professional dancers who can act.
Yeah.
Acting, I would argue.
There's also so many professional actors who could act.
Yes.
You could get one of them too.
I would say that dancing is a large part acting.
Dancing is a large part of acting? Or
No,
the other way around?
Acting is a large part of dancing.
Sure, I can see that more.
Playing a character in a lot of things.
Yeah, because there's a lot of performances where they don't dance at all.
Yeah.
So that's why it only works the one way.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But yeah, it goes to that motorcycle guy. He's so tough. He has a motorcycle and a leather jacket.
On stage.
Oh, that was so brutal.
That would destroy the Marley floor and cost thousands and thousands of dollars to replace. Okay. Now we get on to most delicious food.
Oh, the Be Our Guest Award.
Yes. Who you got?
My nominees are the steak in Matrix 1. When Joey Pants is like, I know the steak isn't real, but he gives up.
That's right.
He betrays humanity for the steak.
Right.
That's a pretty good steak.
It looked pretty juicy and nice.
When the wives were allowed to choose the meal in Raise the Red Lantern, the oldest wife picked the best meals, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
That looked really good. I have Craig's bowl of cereal in Friday. And that would be the winner, but he goes to put milk in. There's no milk, so that can't win. So it goes to the snack spread at the end of K-pop Demon Hunters. They've defeated the demons, and then it's time for couch, and they bring out all these snacks, and I lived in Korea for a while, and a lot of those snacks brought back some fun memories. Plus, they also had some wild snacks that they don't have there, because I think they all had their own flavors of ramen and stuff like that.
Which you can buy.
Oh.
You can buy them here, actually.
It's like K-pop Demon Hunters branded?
Yeah.
You know what? I'd do that. I'd buy one of those. All right. What was your most delicious food?
My most delicious food, I had K-pop Demon Hunters as a runner-up because those noodles really got me, and I was very tempted. And I have not seen them in person, or I probably would have come home with them already. But I thought that was a really good option. But my most delicious food is from the Sister Swap restaurant because it all looked pretty good.
No, it all had there was one thing that they put on all of them, and
Tarragon?
it didn't was it tarragon?
I think it was
might have been
tarragon. But tarragon aside, everything else looked like
I do
good.
like tarragon.
I don't think
they were having like tarragon burgers, and I think
Pasta.
we made special note of how terrible the food was when we were talking about it in the episode.
Okay. Well,
I think maybe it might have looked good.
I think it looked good.
And then you hear what's in it and you're like, that's a bad idea.
I was going visually.
Sure. You're going to be so disappointed when you have yours.
Okay. Okay.
We do have a special slot here for couple argument because annually we have an argument and we do it on the podcast.
Because that's good.
Yeah. Because all of our arguments are silly.
Yes.
But once I brought it up to you, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I was wrong on that one. So it's already been solved. But the argument was you were upset that in bed I would put too many blankets on you to make you too warm.
Yes.
And then I said, blankets don't work that way. I cannot push from my side to cover you unless I lifted it and put it on top of you. I can't push blankets on you. They're soft. And then you realized, oh, I've been pulling them on. And actually, really, the argument is, hey, stop stealing my blanket.
Okay. Well,
that would solve both of our problems.
Save it for next year.
Does that mean I win the argument section?
Yes, you win. Because I don't think any argument that happens from when we're asleep is a good argument.
No, that's why I often tell you, don't argue about this. You don't think what you think you think.
Okay.
Talk to me tomorrow.
It's true. I am a very sleepy girl at bedtime.
Very argumentative and sleepy.
Yes. Okay. It is time for biggest surprise of the season. Who you got?
First, how bad the Matrix sequels were.
That was a big surprise.
They are shockingly terrible.
I really thought all of the Matrix was going to be like
Fun.
bad.
It's just bad.
Ooh, yeah.
The fact that nobody puts baby in a corner, one of the most iconic lines of the 80s.
Yes.
Nobody put her in a corner.
She was never in a corner.
And it didn't make any sense
No.
to the scene. He just said that. But my biggest surprise, possibly of the 7 years of this, and the 7 years of this have been leading to the surprise, that Samantha liked one of my favorite movies of all time, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Well, we agree on those last two because baby not being in a corner was just perplexing to me.
Yeah.
Because she's never in a corner in this movie. And also Dr. Caligari wormed its way into my heart and I was not expecting that.
Just like me.
Yep.
Yeah, this whole podcast has kind of been leading towards me finally showing you that movie, but I had to prepare you. And I think it worked.
It worked.
And we could just stop doing the podcast now.
No, we can't.
But now we have benefits to
now
it.
we have like perks. So
That would have been a very good last episode. I would have been fine with like, all right, that's it.
and we're done.
This
Goodbye.
is what this was all for. See you later, everyone. Oh, and we have a debate next because the couple argument, there was no arguing there.
Uh-huh.
But which world would you most want to live in? Let's do you have honorable mentions?
I do.
What are they?
Wicked because it's magical.
Also fascist.
But like it's
Magically fascist.
magically fascist.
Yeah.
Do you have a runner-up?
I have Joe versus the Volcano because it is our world, but more fun and whimsical.
Mm-hmm.
K-pop demon hunters. Sure, there are demons and they are real. It usually doesn't affect us, though. And there's demon hunters out there who are very stylish and taking care of it for you.
True.
Those are my runners up. But who did win for you?
I really wanted to live in the world of Center Stage.
Oh, I went with Sister Swap Christmas movies.
Oh, interesting.
So Center Stage, what makes that a good world to live in?
I think it's because of nostalgia for me. I grew up sort of in that world. I think I would like to attend a school to become a professional dancer. And I think that the nostalgia from being a dancer at a young age would be nice to live in.
So you just want to go dance again?
Yeah, probably.
I don't think if that's the same thing, because that world is just our world, but it's kind of a worse version, I would argue, because there's no real merit to how the dancers are chosen. Like jerks and assholes do very well in that. That's strange for a movie it's not a romantic comedy, but it's kind of in that world. Usually the good people are rewarded, but not in that one.
Yeah, it's kind of true to life too.
Yeah, bad people are rewarded. To be one of the best dancers, it doesn't have anything to do with your dancing talent.
Okay, so that was weird in this movie, but like I think in the real world it would be different.
So you just want to be in the world you're currently in,
Yes,
but be a dancer.
but be a dancer.
I think you just want to change jobs. I think that's different.
Oh, okay. Well, what you got?
So Sister Swap and many Christmas movies, sure, things don't really make sense.
True.
But everything works out in the end. And this is a world where you can be a black man and go to a small town in Utah and everyone welcomes you in. Like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Come on, do all these. And it's fine. That's a world I would like to live in.
Yeah, that
It's
seems
just
nice.
our world, but nothing bad really happens. And then when something bad
Yeah.
does happen, like your uncle dies at a old age, was it Kevin Nealon? Was Kevin Nealon in that movie?
I think so.
That's weird. When your uncle dies, like, sure, that's tragic, but it brings the town together. So at least you get that.
I agree. And you know what? Hallmark movie Snow Globe Bubble seems like a great place to live because like everything works out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're short on money, money happens.
And even if you're broke, you still have a pretty nice house usually.
Yeah. You live in like a giant Utah house. Just a hot tip, don't just type sister swap into Google.
Yeah, I bet there's people who are watching the movies with us and like, oh, I downloaded something very different than what you
They were
guys
like,
are talking about.
I didn't realize that the podcast had gone into this realm of film. But yeah, no, and you have 100 nice coats and your hair always looks great.
Exactly.
That's the world. You're right. You win.
And even when you make a joke that's not a joke, everyone laughs.
Oh, yeah.
I would crush in that world.
You would. You really would. You'd just be walking around and they're like, it's Indy, the funniest man in Tinseltown.
I'll just walk in and be like, I'll have what she's having. And people are like, ah, he said it in the cadence of a joke, so it must be funny.
And he pointed, so like...
I'll pull my collar a lot,
Yeah.
and people are like, yeah, that's good material.
And you just do the like, ta-da at the end of the joke, like, my joke's over. And then everyone laughs.
That'd be good times.
Yeah, I think you do really well in that world.
All right, a couple last ones. What is the most rewatchable movie out of here?
My runner-up was A Walk to Remember. And my most rewatchable was Center Stage.
Oh.
I enjoy it quite a bit.
Interesting. I enjoyed it less.
Okay, well.
So, most rewatchable, Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Oh, yeah.
Still holds up. 74 minutes. Flies right by.
Not surprised.
K-pop Demon Hunters. Also very short.
Yeah.
Non-stop action. Non-stop singing. Non-stop laughs.
Non-stop
That should be
snacks.
their... Oh, snacks. I thought you said sex. And I was like, you watched a different version of that too.
Oh, yeah, no, I typed it in wrong.
But mine is Friday. Probably the movie I've seen the most often. Nostalgic for me as well. It's funny. Holds up. Loved it.
Awesome. Okay.
Are you going to pitch me a sequel or a remake?
I don't really have anything great. I kind of thought that maybe Dirty Dancing 2, when Baby and Johnny open a dance school and have to train more star-crossed lovers.
They only recruit star-crossed lovers?
Yes.
Sure. There is a Dirty Dancing too.
I know.
But it's Havana Nights.
I don't know what that's about.
I do.
Are they in it?
No.
Oh.
But want to hear an interesting thing about that?
What?
So I have not seen the movie, but I read things by writers and screenwriters, and the writer of that was talking about it, and he wrote this movie that was about the Cuban Revolution, and it was about class warfare, and they took that because he sold it, and they turned it into a Dirty Dancing movie, and then none of that was in what he made. He wrote this very serious movie, and then it came out as Dirty Dancing.
I thought that
Havana Nights.
going to Cuba was kind of a weird choice.
I've never seen it. I'm actually curious about that. Maybe we'll get around to
Maybe
that.
we'll get around to that one. But I think that Baby and Johnny having to train kids who are going through the same situation as them and being like more parental figures in this one would be kind of fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
So I had a few. I think The Craft is ripe for a remake if you guys have to remake something. I know they
just
did, but they did it wrong.
Oh, okay. Did you see it?
No, didn't we start? We had it.
Did we?
You know what? We can figure this out
Okay.
off the podcast. I like the idea that every movie is a Matrix movie. So we're watching Dracula, and at the end it's like, oh yeah, he's an old program. So everything just is a reveal at the end that it was in the Matrix. I think that's
Right.
fun. But my pitch for a sequel, there was An American Werewolf in London. They did a sequel called An American Werewolf in Paris. Wasn't very good. My pitch is a Sue Rougarou in America. And it goes back to... You looked at me weird.
What's a Surugaru again?
Sioux, the Sioux people.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Rougarou is like a werewolf. I'm assuming, I never looked into this. It comes from loup-garou, which is the French words for werewolf. And the Sioux had a lot of interaction with the French. And I think the myths got mixed up. And then they had one called a rougarou.
Ah.
So it would be a Sue Rougarou in America. And it's in the 1700s, and it is a Sioux man who gets bitten by a French werewolf. That werewolf, his people kill it, but then he's like, oh, I feel weird. And then he turns into a werewolf, and he goes around and chomps up the colonizers.
Oh, yes. I'm so into
A
this.
Sue Rougarou in America.
kills all those colonizers.
Doesn't that sound like actually a good movie?
Oh, yeah. But the final scene has to be like modern day North America, but like without colonization.
And lots of werewolves.
And lots of werewolves. But like everyone's okay because.
And then secretly, it was a prequel to Twilight the whole time.
And that's how the werewolves in Twilight started.
Didn't they make all the indigenous people werewolves?
Yes, they did.
Okay. I never saw it past the first one. I don't think that comes up in the first one. There's no werewolves that I can remember in that.
There's like, it comes up when she's learning about the vampires because they're like 100,000 years ago. There was like werewolves and the cold ones, but we don't meet any werewolves in the first one. You're right.
Okay.
But everyone knows because you live in the world.
Yeah. All right. We are going to get into our best and worst pictures. But again, we got a few more stats.
Let's do some numbers.
So our Rotten Tomato scores for my movies collectively average to 90%.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Wow.
Yours, 62.
Okay. Not as great.
Not as great, not terrible. The highest one, the only 100 was Judo.
Okay.
But Raise the Red Lantern, Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, Lost in Translation, which we haven't talked about at all. K-pop Demon Hunters, The Apartment, Night of the Hunter, Cinema Paradiso, Full Metal Jacket, and American Werewolf in London. All were my picks, all over 90.
Oh, good work.
The lowest score, A Walk to Remember.
Oh, that's disappointing because
I don't think it was the lowest.
Don't think it's that bad.
The second lowest at 33% was The Matrix 2.
Agreed.
Yeah, I could see that.
How did Sister Swap a Hometown Christmas ranks higher than The Matrix Revolutions?
I 100% agree.
I think I agree with that, yeah.
IMDb is similar. My average was 7.7. Yours was 6.9. Very close.
Yeah. Wow. Very consistent.
And then the classic thing of how we rate our own movies versus each other's. I rated your movies at a 5.2 average.
Oh, okay.
Not great.
Not the worst. It's a passing grade.
My highest rating for one of your movies was The Matrix.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah, it was.
Your rating for your own movies was a 6.8 average.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So you kind of like your movies.
I kind of like my movies, but...
For a podcast called I Love This, You Should Too.
This comes up every year.
You tend to like mine much better. This year, however, not necessarily the case.
Okay.
I rated my own movies at an 8.6 because I loved them, and I thought that you should too.
Uh-huh.
And like every episode, you'd say, I liked it. And you did. You rated my movies at a 7.4.
Okay.
So you still liked mine more than yours.
Yes.
But it was very close this year.
I think it was. That's closer than I think it's been.
Yeah, usually you hate your movies.
And I love your
mine.
movies. Yeah. But this...
Even though you never admit to loving mine. But you do say that you love
I like them quite a bit.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happens. You say you like them
I know.
quite a
I was
bit.
just quoting it.
But we're not going to get into which movies we rated lowest and highest because we have the Mac and Me Award for Worst Film. What are your nominees?
My nominees are The Sister Swap 1 and 2. But I had to give it... I know I rated the original really well, but I have to give it to the Matrix movies as a whole.
Whoa, the whole thing.
Because...
2 of them are good.
2 of them are good.
If you include the Animatrix as one of them.
But 3 of them are garbage.
That is true.
And the majority rules here. Because it felt like really hard work to get through those ones to get to the Animatrix again. So the Matrix movies, you are my worst film in brackets of the year.
Wow.
Yep.
So my nominees, Sister Swap, the small town one. I think it was called Hometown Christmas.
Yeah.
The one without that lady who I think you liked less. I liked her more.
Okay. Yeah.
Center Stage. That's not a good movie. It's quite bad. It is quite bad. It's not hard to get through though, because you can make fun of things and it's kind of ridiculous in a fun way sometimes.
Yes.
But it's a bad movie.
In a way that the Matrix movies aren't.
But just as Samantha said, some movies are easy to get through and are bad, but still kind of enjoyable.
Yes.
Some movies are a real slog, and for me, the epitome of that was The Matrix 3 Matrix Revolutions. It could easily have gone to 2 or 4, but 3 was the real standout of
really
just
was.
being 90 minutes of robots shooting robots, and you can't even tell what's happening.
It was so loud and so flashy.
And taking away the things that made the other ones great.
Yes.
We had all those great practical effects in the fight sequences in the first one, and everyone's like, this is amazing, we love it. They're like, okay, what if we don't do that anymore?
Yeah.
Awesome.
What if we just scrap all of the world building and just nonsense?
Hey, you liked how everything was leading to this one point? Well, it already happened, and now we're reversing it all, and none of that mattered.
Just kidding.
Great. We do that in every movie now.
Yeah. Ugh.
But we don't need to talk about that anymore. It took too much of our lives already.
It really did.
Let's never talk about the Matrix
Let's never
again.
talk about the Matrix again. After today, it doesn't exist.
Until that new one comes out.
Ugh.
All right. Here's the moment you've all been waiting for. All three of you.
Okay.
Me, you, and one other person. I don't know if a drum roll on the table will translate well, but
Okay. Well,
I'm not putting in the sound effects, so
Great.
that's all we're getting. What are your nominees for the My Neighbor Totoro Award for Best Picture?
Why don't you go first? Because I only have one. Who you got?
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yes.
Like I said before, you'll laugh, you'll be hungry, you'll sing along. What a good time. What an enjoyable movie. The Apartment. I knew I loved that movie, and then you watch it again, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. What an amazing movie. Raise the Red Lantern. I didn't know I loved it as much as I did, and then you're just like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Why have more people not seen this?
It was great.
Night of the Hunter. That's another one where you just watching it. It's fast, it's quick, it's action-packed, it's stylish, it's artsy, it has great performances, and so underrated. But only one of these movies, I think, is one of the best movies ever made and the most influential movie, possibly of all time, and that's The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I think it's important, and then I also just love it. I think it's a very fun movie to watch. If you don't like silent movies, give it a shot. And if you're still on the fence, get a little high. Put it on. You're going to have a good time.
Okay.
I guarantee it. That's Indy's guarantee.
That's an Indie guarantee, everyone.
You're going to have a good time if you're high.
If you're high.
And
okay.
if you're not, you probably still will too.
Okay. I did.
And she wasn't even high.
I wasn't even high. My best film of the year was one that stuck with me after we watched it, and it was K-pop Demon Hunters.
Whoa!
The songs
Shock.
are great. The characters were so endearing, and I immediately wished there was a sequel ready because it was just like so fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am in shock because we watched Wicked and that because Wicked was your best movie of 2025.
Yes.
K-pop Demon Hunters was mine.
Yes.
Or is in my top 3 at least.
It
But
was,
I thought
yeah, you
it
talked
was
about it, though.
the one that you would like the most. So we watched those two, and you liked my pick better in the end. I'm shocked that yours isn't Wicked because of how, into Wicked you constantly are.
It's true. But no, K-pop Demon Hunters.
It's better.
It really united
Agreed.
the world for a little bit there too.
Better songs.
It was great.
You heard it here. Samantha says K-pop Demon Hunters has better songs than Wicked and is all around better and more enjoyable.
That's what you said.
You meant it though.
Not really. Okay. What's up for next year?
Oh, the what's next. So for the first time in kind of ever, we're changing things up.
Yes.
So first, our next, I want to say like 9 episodes, the entire summer,
Yes.
is we're going to go back to the folk fests that we tend to go to. That's what we're doing all summer. But this year, like always, we'll do Calgary's. Have a great time there. Edmonton, we've been going for, Samantha's been going for her entire life. But this year, we're also going to Bear Creek Folk Festival in Grand Prairie. So
Yes.
thanks so much, Bear Creek folks, for having us over
We
there.
are so excited to see you.
So we'll do our preview episodes. We'll have live-ish episodes from there, and that's going to take us through the summer. But what we are changing, we are getting away from the classic format for at least a year. Maybe we'll go back. We'll see how we feel about it afterwards. But we always do we each have a thing of the fortnight, and One person picks a movie that the other person hasn't seen and talk about it a little bit, and then we watch it for the next week. That's what we've been doing. It's been working great. But we kind of got into some longer things, like when we did Judo and Raise the Red Lantern and Hero, going into like a little Zhang Yimou suite. That was fun. We kind of got onto like a little thing.
And we were like, there's lots of those we can do.
And then Samantha said, let's watch all the Matrix movies. It was less fun, but it was kind of interesting to be in one thing for a while.
In a world.
Yeah.
Let's immerse ourselves.
So that's more of what we're going to do. We are going to do a few different series of movies. I can tell you that the first one we are going to do is going to be vampire movies, because it'll be going over Halloween. But we're going to do so many, we're going to take it right all the way into almost Christmas time. Because I think we'll do 9 weeks of vampire movies. 9 vampire movies.
Woo.
It's hard for me to whittle the list down.
You have named the list to me many times, and then you think of 5 more.
Yeah. It's tough. It's very tough. I'll probably end up doing most of the curating of the list, just because I probably know more of a variety. But part of it is always to be like, which ones will Samantha like? And anytime you have something, like, we'll probably do a bunch of Keanu Reeves movies.
Yeah?
Sam loves Keanu.
I do love Keanu.
And I like a lot of Keanu.
We also have some things that we might want to go back and finish up, because we started some series like Twilight. Maybe we'll revisit the Twilight saga.
Sure. I also thought like classic musicals from the 40s, 50s into the 60s.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a fun one. The 80s musical revival.
Oh, yes.
Or 80s dance movie revival. I always talk about New Hollywood, the 67 to 79 as being my favorite era. Maybe going through some of those would be fun. Haunted house movies. There's so many good trilogies out there, from Three Colors, the Apu trilogy. I think you don't know what either of those are, but they're good stuff. And this will give me the opportunity to actually see new movies that I might like more often, because a lot of the times I've seen my movies and I love them. And many times I know your movies too, so then we can get some new fresh ones in there for both of us.
Absolutely.
I have like 20 pages of lists. Do you want to hear some other potential titles?
Sure.
Japanese horror essentials.
Okay.
Found footage horror.
Oh.
Mockumentaries.
Oh.
Buddy cop films.
Whoa.
Shakespeare.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. We've been talking about that one for years.
Monster movies through the years. Oh, that's kind of like a horror section, it seems like I had there. Road trip movies.
Ooh.
Bank robberies and heists.
Ooh, yeah.
Movies dealing with artificial intelligence.
Uh-huh.
Before AI was like a big thing in pop culture, like, or just regular culture all the time, there's a lot of good movies dealing with it. Any sport. Which sport should we do? Do a bunch of baseball movies? Remember when I watched 50 baseball movies and talked about them on this?
I do.
So I have a very good list of the top 10 baseball movies. I'm ready for that.
Yes.
And then maybe some more that are time specific, like 80s action movies, or one I had called indie breakouts of the 1990s. Not indie me, but independent filmmakers who had a big hit and then went on to have big careers after that. There's a lot of those in the 90s. 80s teen essentials. I feel like there's a lot of good 80s movies that you know about.
Yes.
But you haven't seen. Like, I don't know if you've even seen Breakfast Club. How about Pretty in Pink? Stand By Me? 16 Candles?
I feel like I've seen a few of those, but not recently.
Let's do it again. And then I think you have probably a bunch of 2000s teen movies that I don't know about that we could do. So, we could put in, well, A Walk to Remember is already in there. Princess Diaries we've already seen. Maybe Freaky Friday?
Yeah.
Have we done Mean Girls on this?
We did Mean Girls the musical.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
We did an episode on Mean Girls the musical.
Maybe we didn't.
Was that even a movie in theaters?
Yeah. So
I didn't know that, so I'm guessing I didn't do a whole episode on it.
I guess not, but maybe we'll visit Mean Girls.
Yes. I always wanted to do one on like 90s, they often call them hood movies.
Like people wear a lot of hoods?
No, like New Jack City, Boys in the Hood, Juice, Menace to Society, Above the Rim, Dead Presidents, Poetic Justice. Oh, so many good ones. Any director We could do a bunch of their movies, any actor. You know what? We don't need to list them all here because we're going to go do them.
Let's do them.
I got carried away and have made, I think, about 60 to 70 lists that each have 10 to 20 movies on them.
That's a lot of movies.
It is. I got carried away. But I'm ready.
Okay, well, I'm not, but I'm sure I can cobble something together as usual. And I have like 4 months to get ready.
Yeah, you know what we're doing for the next 2 months and the 2 months after that. So.
Yes, I'm good till
Folk
Christmas.
fests and vampires. Oh, and then Christmas. We're doing Christmas movies.
Yeah.
So really, you're good until January.
Okay, well, we will see you in the next episode when we launch into the summer fun.
Folk fest fun.
Woo! Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.